What's up guys, it's XRAYZ and welcome to a new episode of Zombie Theories. Now, today we're actually going to be covering the ghost, the Mistress from Buried. Who is she? Where did she come from? And actually, I don't want to give away too much in this episode because reading up on this and doing research on her was something that was pretty eye-opening, and I really want to cover this for a future episode of Behind the Horror. There's going to be a whole episode on that, and it's going to be really awesome on just Buried in general, and hopefully you guys are going to be excited for that. It's going to be a little bit down the road, but hopefully you guys are excited for that because I think it's going to be a really awesome story. But with that said, if you guys do enjoy this episode and you want to support the channel, help me out get to 100k, make sure to support the video by leaving a like and a favorite. These do take a while to make, guys, and honestly it's a lot of fun as well, so please support it, leave a like, it's very much appreciated. Let's try to get to 700 likes, guys. That would be absolutely amazing. And also, if you guys are new and you enjoy zombies and just zombies in general and just everything in between in depth, then make sure to subscribe so you guys don't miss any episodes. But with that said, let's jump straight into who the Mistress is. Now, we do know a little bit about her based on the stuff that we learn about the map on Buried. So we know that it is a sort of old western style type thing, so it was something that was resembling an old style Wild West, you could say. We do know that she's wearing a black garment, something similar to something you would possibly wear if you were going to a funeral, especially one if you were mourning, you know, at the time. We know that if you go into her house, she has a lot of portraits of an old man, and I think they call him Wilfred is what they call him on here, but apparently the idea here, the theory is that this is based off Lucy Lane, who was an old woman who was with her husband John Lane, and the story kind of really follows them and their life. So Lucy Lane was someone who, you know, moved to Calico, and she actually was there with her husband. They were married for a very long time. Her husband ended up dying, and she ended up, you know, kind of living out until her early 90s, so she was around 90 years old. So that is Lucy Lane. Now the weird thing about this is that, you know, the Mistress that we see in Buried is, you know, still young. She's a pianist. You can see it if you run in fast enough, you'll see that she does play the piano. So she is a pianist. Some people believe that she was a, you know, pianist at the actual tavern. And from what I understand, from what we learned from Lucy Lane, who I believe again is who the Mistress in Buried is based off, she actually had a general store that was owned by her husband John Lane. And John actually owned this, you know, this huge little nice house that they lived in. He had this general store that they had, which is also in Buried. You can actually go to a general store. There's a candy store, a general store, and, you know, it has this mansion where she used to live in. And the house that she used to live in, actually, I was reading up on her, and it says that, you know, she kind of had this dip where she had to kind of slide down and kind of climb up. And actually, if you go inside the house, the mansion where the ghost is at, you'll notice that there's like this little area that you have to climb up, and is, I guess you could say, similar to a little slide to get out of the house and into the house. So honestly, I think that the origins, the final idea here for who this mystery character ghost is from Buried is just Lucy Lane, that they redid the story, kind of added it, put their own twist on it, used it for the zombie story, and in fact it's actually just based on Lucy Lane's story. Now, the reason we also say this is because Lucy Lane, there's people who say that her ghost still kind of walks around and has this black garment. You know, back at the house that they now have is kind of like a, I guess you could say like a museum of sorts, where people go in and see how they used to live. And they say that they can still spot her ghost kind of walking around the town, walking around the house in a black garment, which is very much similar to what you see the Mistress or the ghost wearing in Buried. So I kind of wanted to make this video for you guys. It's a really interesting one. I'm really excited to make a Behind the Horror covering completely the whole story behind Buried and, you know, what it was based off. So hopefully you guys are excited for that. If you guys are excited for seeing that in the future, guys, make sure to, again, slap a like and a favor on the video. Helps the channel get out there. Let me know your thoughts on the ghost from Buried. Do you think that it is Lucy Lane? Do you have a different theory? Leave it as a comment down below if you do have a different theory. But honestly, guys, this is it for my time. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. I honestly had a blast making this one, finding out about Lucy Lane, the ghost, and just how everything is connected. And hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Again, slap a like and a favorite if you did. And of course, if you guys are new and you want to see more zombie content like this in the future, then make sure to subscribe so you guys don't miss a single episode. But anyways, guys, until next time, like, comment, subscribe, and make sure I'm out. Peace.